Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have a recipe for you. We're gonna do dinner and dessert for your family, for like a family of, I don't know, at least four. And I'm only using ingredients that I got at Dollar Tree. All right, if you're new here, hi, I'm Claire, welcome. Come on in, make yourselves comfortable. Hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. I love Dollar Tree for a lot of different things. I have an entire playlist dedicated to Dollar Tree. I will leave a link to it down below if you want to see other recipes, hauls, things I love to buy from there, and all that kind of stuff. I will leave it down below. Okay, so I get it a lot when I make these videos that yes, there are cheaper places to buy food than Dollar Tree. However, not everyone has a large chunk of money to buy a huge bag of chicken breasts at one time, even though that makes them cheaper. Not everybody has an Aldi on their bus route. Not everyone has that available to them. And so Dollar Tree is a thing that people like to utilize for all different reasons. So yes, I know you could technically do this cheaper in other ways. That's not the point of the video, so just move on from that. All right, so this recipe, we are actually doing a chicken and pasta bake. And I've utilized these great frozen peppers. Frozen food is a great way to buy healthy vegetables, and these I think are a great deal from Dollar Tree. So I've got the stir-fry peppers. I've also got 2 cans of white chicken. Honestly, canned chicken, if you're making casseroles, if you're putting it in soup, you cannot tell the difference. I love using canned chicken for things like this. I've also got a box of pasta. This is rotini. I have this blend of soybean and extra virgin olive oil. As far as spices, I've got some Italian seasoning. I also have some seasoning salt. We are also going to utilize some Italian style breadcrumbs. I've also got flour, and I've got some milk because we are going to be making a sauce from scratch, because you can do scratch cooking from Dollar Tree, and of course I want to show you how. Okay, so you can actually stir fry these from frozen. However, I'm going to thaw them because I do want them to get a little bit like crisp, and I don't want them to get soggy and release any of the water into my pan. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw them in a strainer. I'm gonna run them under water until they're nice and thawed. All right, now that these have been thawed and drained, I am gonna go ahead and drain my chicken. All right, we could just mix this with our pasta as is. However, I would like to season it and heat it up a little bit just so that it has a little bit more flavor. And as I said before, you know, other ingredients in other stores are cheaper. You could get a larger bottle of olive oil, like extra virgin without the soybean mix in it, at Aldi for just a couple dollars more. But if this is what you're working with, you can get oil at Dollar Tree. You can also just use the oil you have on hand if that makes it a better deal for you. Or, you know, obviously use what you have. It's always better, and you can use any kind of oil. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add my chicken and our peppers. And I believe these are onions. I think it's an onion pepper mix, which is actually like a really good deal. Honestly, the color on these peppers is fantastic. They smell really good. Really, if you're someone who loves fresh veggies, like, I know it's ideal, but don't discount the frozen veg, man. I'm gonna throw a little pepper in here. This is not pepper I got at Dollar Tree, but they do have pepper, and I noticed this time around they did have pepper in grinders like this. Oh no, I'm getting all steamy. I'm sorry, camera. Okay, we're gonna have to back it up a little bit. Sorry about that. There we go. I also just have some water boiling for our pasta. Now I'm gonna throw in some of this seasoning salt. This is a huge container of this for $1.25. I haven't even opened it yet. Because honestly, if you're gonna salt something, you might as well also season it at the same time. Am I right? We're also gonna throw in some Italian seasoning in there. Give it a little mix. All right, while that is sizzling away, I'm gonna go ahead and cook my pasta. Now, normally I would be using 1 pound of pasta. These are 25% more, so we've got a 20-ounce container here, so I'm just gonna eyeball it. That looks good. All right, I feel that these flavors have sufficiently melded together and because I don't want to dirty another pan, I'm just going to set this aside, and I'm gonna use the same pan to make my sauce. And actually, before I make the sauce, I am gonna go ahead and drain my pasta. I'm leaving it a little bit al dente because this is gonna go in the oven, and I definitely don't want a bunch of mushy noodles. But before I drain my pasta, I am going to reserve some pasta water. This water is gonna be nice and starchy, and this is a great way to thicken a sauce, and you don't have to buy anything additional because you are just gonna dump this down the drain anyway. So love that economical tidbit. All right, so the basis for a delicious white sauce is a roux. And normally we do a roux with butter and flour. However, there's no butter at Dollar Tree, but you can actually make a roux with any type of fat. You can use any type of oil. You could make a roux with coconut oil. You could make a roux with olive oil, with vegetable oil, with lard, with anything like that. So we are gonna make a roux using this oil blend that we got at Dollar Tree. Your basic rule of thumb is equal parts fat to equal parts flour. So we're gonna throw a few tablespoons of each in our pan to make our roux. We're gonna use our milk to thicken it up. We're gonna spice it. We're gonna use our pasta water to stretch it a little bit to fill the whole pan. And yeah, easy as that. So I'm gonna go ahead and use 1/4 of a cup here. Oh, my pan's a little hot. It's not ideal. And of course, you're also gonna have the rest of this bag of flour to use for other things, which I also think is great. We're obviously not using all of this flour for this recipe, so, you know, make pancakes tomorrow morning or something with it. Of course, I'm just using a whisk here to get all the lumps out. Next, we're gonna add our milk. Now, of course, if you were to buy a gallon of milk at a different grocery store, it would make this cheaper. However, this is what we're working with, guys. So I am using this little, I believe it's a pint, 12 fluid ounces. Is that a pint? I don't know. 12 ounces of milk. And I'm just mixing that in slowly as I pour. And she's gonna be lumpy, so you just gotta whisk it till it's not lumpy. All right, now I'm gonna slowly add in our pasta water. And you're just gonna have to eyeball this till it gets to be the consistency that you want. We gotta season it. We're gonna throw pepper in there. We're gonna throw a bit of our seasoned salt in there. And some Italian seasoning. If you've got the budget or the ingredients, a little cayenne pepper would be good in here. Garlic powder certainly would be good. But of course, a little taste is the best way to figure out what you need. I would say just a pinch more salt. And now for our assembly, we have our pound of pasta. Break that up a little bit. Got our chicken and our peppers. And of course, all of our sauce. Give this a stir. I think some Parmesan cheese would be good in here. They did not have any at my Dollar Tree today, but I know they do sell it like in a shaker can. So that might be a good addition. All right, on top, I'm going to add these breadcrumbs because on this type of sort of casserole-y situation, I love a little bit of crunch on the top. I love macaroni and cheese with a little bit of breadcrumbs on the top. And it just adds a little bit, you know, more flavor, an extra little texture. And then we're gonna pop this in the oven just so that it gets a little bit toasty. I'm actually just gonna put it under my broiler, but you could also just bake it for a few minutes. All right, you guys, while that's crisping up in the oven, I'm gonna make the dessert because the dessert is gonna take like 1 minute. So they have these great pie crusts, these like graham cracker pie crusts already made, just sitting there, so cheap. I also got this package of instant pudding. Not a brand I've ever heard of, but you know, what could go wrong? And I also got this thing of Cool Whip, extra creamy. We're going to make a chocolate pie. That's all you need. I love this type of pie for summertime. You could also use, instead of pudding, you can use just like a pouch of Jell-O if you want to make like a strawberry cream pie or something like that. A banana cream pie. The possibilities are endless. All right, we're just gonna put the whole tub of Cool Whip in and mix it with the pudding. Like that's all you do. Now we're gonna put this in the fridge and just let it like set while we take our casserole out of the oven and eat it. All right, here we go. We got some nice little toasty bits on the top. We are ready to eat. My God, yum. All right, you guys, time to eat. It's totally good. It totally tastes like something my mother made when I was young. It's got like all the bits you love out of a casserole. It's like warm and rich, but also super duper filling. The sauce doesn't taste anything like what you get out of a can. You can tell that this is a homemade sauce. And honestly, the thing I'm most impressed about is the quality of those frozen peppers. That is an amazingly good deal. I normally pay more than $1 for a singular fresh pepper. So I think that that's a great thing to keep in your freezer, especially because all of these ingredients are easy to have on hand. And you can whip this together on a night when you just like don't know what to do or whatever. It's mostly pantry friendly, other than the milk, I guess, but people usually have milk laying around, right? All right, I mean, it is not the prettiest pie you've ever seen, but it's about to be good. And that is what's important, right? Is it good?
Yeah, it's very good. You should try this recipe yourself.
Well, you don't have to sell it. They can try it if they want to. Try the crust. It's a graham cracker crust.
The crust?
Yeah, try the crust.
Okay. That's how I eat sometimes.
That's how you eat sometimes? You like it though?
No.
Nice. Jeez. You're an animal! Alright you guys, that's it for this video. Leave me a comment down below, let me know what you thought. And of course, come on back for more content just like this, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Thanks for watching, bye!